Hey there, how y'all doing, man? Give me a second. We're gonna start off in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, maybe less than that. Give me a second. Y'all see the title, man? Bivol, Ducks, Bets, Ron Garcia bets his whole check on the purse. His whole purse check, man. Foolish, man. I would never do something like that. That's a risky move. Hopefully, if he's smart, he didn't get that in the contract agreement. But bad thing is, as him, you know, saying that live in front of millions of people because they got Kai. He got a pretty big Twitter and then Twitch. I mean, and then all the boxing fans watching that Ron Garcia bet his whole purse and then later on he doesn't go through with it and pay the money if he loses. That'll look bad on Ron Garcia part. Just to be honest with you. Hey, there, how you doing, Yemi?
Sweet, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
All right, bro. Are we live on YouTube right now?
Yes, sir. We are live.
All right, cool. Was I hit the link through um, Major Key's chat, so I didn't see the
Yeah,
original.
yeah, that was it. Hey, make sure to send that link out for me too, man. I can't leave back and forth. It might glitch out for me. You know how that is.
No, I do, bro. Yeah. I got you,
Yeah.
bro. I got you.
But yeah, man. Let me ask you a question real quick. What did you think about Ron Garcia betting his full purse on that fight with Tank, man? You think that was the foolish move?
Bro, I have to be honest. I've heard this a couple of times. Canelo and Chavez. I think there's another fight as well. I can't remember, but usually they don't really ever. I think David Haye and Chisora as well. They don't ever go through because at the time I think they could be hype, but for them to bet the entire person is like, what is the point of you accepting the catch weight and hydration clause and the one way rematch and going to PBC, or for you just to get knocked out and not take a penny home? Like,
Yeah,
come on,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, man.
I don't think.
Now keep. What you saying?
I saw the video. I saw the video, and Ryan Garcia didn't. From the one I saw, I was watching it on Lost Art of Boxing, and he didn't say, "Yeah, cool, let's bet." They were just going back and forth and just joking. I mean, it didn't look real to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I never. I don't know. You know why? Because Tank was dead serious, man. He was trying to call Al Heyman. He said, "I can call Al right now, put it in the contract." And then that guy Kai, that dude, he hyping it up. He got a really big following, on YouTube and Twitch. If you know who he is. So it looks bad on
I didn't
Ron.
know that, bro.
Say
I thought
again?
that was just some hype, man. You see, someone told me that he's a famous like a media dude. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought
Hey,
it was just
man.
some hype.
He's the
I thought it was
biggest
some hype.
Twitch platformer, bro. The biggest one.
What's his name?
His name is Kai.
Okay.
And on YouTube, man, he's pretty huge, man. He. I think he got the number one Twitch streamer. I think like 5 times in a row, man. Like that's crazy. He's pretty big. He had like guys like uh NBA YoungBoy on there. DJ Academics. A lot of high profile guys. 21 Savage. I mean, big celebrities on there on his Twitch. He ain't have to pay them or nothing because his following so big. They coming on there, it gets them bigger. So I mean,
Oh,
that's a good promotion for Davis, to be honest. But it was foolish for Ryan, man, because let's say he lose and get knocked out, it's gonna look bad on him that he didn't. Tank gonna obviously be like, I want that. At the end of the fight, I knocked that boy out. He bet the purse. I want my money, Ryan. And then Ryan don't do it, man. That's gonna be a bad rap for him for a long time.
I mean, to be honest, bro, I think if he gets knocked out by a tank, he's gonna get clowned regardless, and I think he'll probably disappear for a couple of years, the same way he did after the
But
title fight.
how they gonna be trolling, man. They're gonna be like, hey, where's Tank money at? Where's that money? We need our money. You know how they gonna be.
Did they agree though officially? Did they agree to do it?
Yeah, we know what but you know how casuals bro. They'll take face value for what it is, but then Tank will, if he want to put it in his face, he can still, hey, we betted on this, you didn't do it, and you know how the fans gonna do, man. Especially the Tank fans, they're gonna eat him alive, man.
Maybe, but I mean, I guess it depends if Tank wins though. I mean, I guess. But for me, bro, even if like say if Tank loses, right? Um, for me, it's like, you bet your purse. Well, you're not like this. Okay, so if you lost the fight, you're not going to be the star you were before, right? And this is probably your biggest payday that you might ever get. Why
Yeah,
would you bet like either guy doesn't make any sense. For Ryan, I mean, the way his career's been, stop and start, and the mental health, and the two fights in what was it, 3 years? I mean, for me, I think he might retire. And with Tank, um, I guess he's gonna have to go to prison after this, right? And then
yeah,
after that, I mean, if
he
he
going to
comes back,
jail.
yeah, so he's gonna have to rebuild. So for either dude, it doesn't really make. I don't believe them, to be honest. I mean, boxers say a lot of things, but they do, they do whatever they want, right? So I think they'll go on to, oh, let's bet this, that. I mean, I don't believe it, bro. Like, you're not gonna make a bet worth tens of millions of dollars just for a bit of hype. So I don't believe that, bro. Like.
Dang, man, you really think that Ryan Garcia gonna retire if he lose?
I mean, this guy was saying he wanted to retire at
Hey
26,
there,
right?
Con.
So what was
Yeah,
it, 2025 now? So if he gets knocked out, I mean, I think he'll come back, maybe have one more fight, in his hometown, and then go make Disney movies.
I mean, it could be a possibility because I'm gonna be honest, man. If but see, look, this is why I'm gonna be honest when I say this. I'm seeing Tank Davis is going to win, not a guarantee 100%, but I see it's a big possibility. But the reason I don't
Yeah,
want Tank to win because if he wins, let's be honest, let's be real. He's not going to fight the Devin Haney. He's not going to fight Steve Shakur. He's not going to fight the Lomas. He's going to go right back to what he was doing. Fighting B ranked guys, but talking big and bad. Then he's going to have that. I'm the top dog. I beat Ryan. I'm number one. I'm the star. But you have no belts. You haven't fought nobody else. Ryan was lacking in a lot of categories, and you beat him. I mean, but you didn't beat no one else that was the pound for pound
I
type fighter.
mean, I think you know what it is. I favor Tank because he's got all the. Not only is he arguably the most skilled fighter technically. He's also got all the advantages. Like, he's been very active, so he's sharp. He's got the momentum. He's a lot older than Ryan, like by 5 years, I think, or four. So he's more experienced. He's more mature. He's at a weight that suits him more. So he's healthy and strong at the weight, the catch weight, or whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
Um, with Ryan, I mean, this guy's been hot and cold the last couple of years. He's fought twice, I think, in 3 years.
yeah.
He's got the catch weight, the hydration clause. You hear him crying about mental health. I mean, I don't know, man. You know,
Hey man, stuff happens, man. He might have been going through something. And yeah, Con, I too. I don't see him retiring, but at the same time, I don't know his path. I don't know Ryan's path. To be honest with you, man. Yeah, like who could he fight out the back burner? Cruz, maybe. Who really is, or Cambosis, if that even happens, that's a possibility. Or like Yemi was saying, he was
Ryan
crying
has,
about mental illness. He could break down
I
and
think
just be like,
Ryan,
I can't do it no more.
I think Ryan will move to 140 because he hasn't fought a lightweight in nearly 3 years, right?
Oh
His
yeah,
last
Khan
fight, a
just
light.
yeah, you sure right. Because Khan just said that Ryan was he was tripping about 130 anyway. He got to move to 140. He's getting too big for it.
I think at 140, he's a tall kid, good hand speed, good power. I think he's getting older as well now. I think at 140, that's the ideal weight class for him.
Yeah,
See, I
they're
always
a
thought
little
he could have
slower
fought
there too.
Regis.
A lot of them don't have a lot of head movement at 142. To be honest.
I really wanted him to fight Regis Progress at 140. They were going back and forth.
Man,
Progress was. I mean, I would have favored Progress to knock him out, right? But for me, Progress was a legitimate world champion. He had a title. He had a name. He was respected. You beat that dude, Ryan. All the shit people say about you, they can't say it
okay.
anymore. You beat
Yeah,
a
that's true.
legitimate top fighter. You won the real world title, and it was a big fight. So all the things people say about Ryan and they clown him for, they can't say that anymore because and he would be the underdog, right? So he'd get a big win, he'd have a real belt, a good name on his resume, and I'm like, okay, shit, Ryan just, he's doing his thing at 140. Now he can come back to Tank and say, hey, listen, bitch, if you want to fight me, you got to do what you did for Barrios, move back up and fight me, and you ain't do no rehydration, but it's just one of them, bro. Or fight Tiafimo, at 140 or after you beat
True.
Regas, or yeah, bro.
Nah,
I feel like
I
that
give
would
you that,
be
man.
a good fight
Hey,
for him.
salute the Mad Dog, Oscar, Jerome, and Caesar. Appreciate you for joining, man. And I think Yemi, this is for you, man. I think he's saying Khan was saying if any division Ryan will retire at 147.
Oh, I mean, as far as his peak weight, yeah, I could see him going to 147. He fought at 35. I mean, he's definitely outgrown that at 40. And in several years, yeah. I mean, but again, it depends how long you want to fight for. I think at 140, you can spend a good few years there. And then eventually, if he wants to fight into his late 20s or early 30s, yeah, definitely could retire at welterweight. I mean, this guy's got the frame, he's got the height, the reach, the speed, and even the power, And as he grows into his man strength, he'll have the muscle mass as well. So definitely, he's definitely a future welterweight
Yeah,
in the
I
making.
give you that. That's true because he'll be way bigger and way more. Uh, I think he'll feel more comfortable at that weight, and he would have a lot of more power. He's already powerful right now. Hey, shout out to Harpo, Liza, if I'm saying it right. Liza, yeah, Bells. Shout out to Remy, and we in the building right now.
Lisa,
But hey, Yemi speaking some good stuff, man. I give it to him.
yeah,
But
bro.
right now, Remy, let's see. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a question. What you guys think about? Even though I know I'm going a little too far, but it's just me on some boxing talk. What you guys think? Let's say Tank fights Ryan, and after he get out of lockup, what do you
Mhm.
think the path is for Tank? Do you really believe that all the talk he was saying? Do you think when he go to jail and he sit down that time, will he want to come back hungry, or do you think that Ron Garcia check will be enough for him to go back to B class fighters?
The other is, bro. I've always liked Tank because of his style. It knocks guys out. So, um, no, and stylistically, like I enjoy watching him more than Devin Haney, for obvious reasons, bro. So I do like Tank, but I just I have to be honest, bro. I've seen this guy in interviews say he's never asked for the big fights. I've seen him say he wants to fight Lomachenko in 7 years. Um, and just if you look at his track record, when he was at 130, he didn't really mix it up with the top dogs. At 35, he hasn't done it. And the one fight he had at 140, he didn't do it. So I think if you look at his career, um, he's just never fought the top guys in any of the divisions he's been in. And I don't think he'll, at this stage, especially if he beats Ryan, he'll have this surge of star power. I think he will become a bigger star. He'll have more hype. And like you said, he'll be like, look, I beat Ryan in this mega fight and whatever, who was an undefeated, star and stuff. So
Yeah.
um, if he's fighting guys like Hector Garcia and Rowley and, those dudes, Isaac Cruz, once he
I,
gets a big, fight, why would he
I,
go, why would he risk that after that?
No, that's true because I'm telling you, I'm telling you guys right now. Remember, I said it. So remember what I'm saying is the
Mm,
backup plan for after when Tank is out of lockup. It won't be that long. I think it's 6 months or so. I'm telling you,
yep.
he's going to fight Rolly Romero for the belt. And I believe it's at 142. It's for the belt at 140. If Rolly
Yeah,
beats that guy, I forgot his name. He's I think he's from Dominican Republic.
yep.
I forgot his name, but it's a belt at 140. It's a legit belt.
Yep.
So I
See,
think that's a backup plan for them in PBC. Oh, shout out to Peter. Thanks for joining, man. Greetings to you, man. Tony, hey, what up? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining.
yeah,
Big
man.
So, what up with you, man? Thank y'all for joining,
Big
man. I
say so.
appreciate it a lot.
It's a big say so in the
Big
chat.
say so. Yeah, my bad. I said Big So.
Oh, okay, salute to the brother. He's a cool guy, man. We got
Yes,
some
sir.
good
Yes,
guys
sir.
coming along, man. You got Lisa
Hey guys,
Bales.
the
Cool.
link is in the chat, guys. I put the link. I'm gonna start right now, so you guys can see it. I'm putting it right there. It's right below
Yeah,
man chat. Hey, yeah, hey,
you can pin
appreciate
it.
that, Ricky. He right. Alberto Perlo. What's his damn name? Perello.
You know what, bro? I can't see the. I'm in my car right now. I can't see the screen.
Yeah, things.
Hold on.
Maybe my boy Tony can do that for me real quick. Maybe pronounce that for me.
Alberto
Okay, now
Puello.
what? No, now what is it now?
My bad. Oh no, I was talking about when soon as Tank Davis got a lockup if he beat Ryan, the backup plan. I'm telling you, this the PBC plan. They already got it in fruition. Rolly goes to 140 for a legit belt, beats Alberto, and then when Tank get out of the lockup, they had a fight set up for him to beat Rolly, to fight Rolly at 140 for another belt. Then if Ryan is moving up, they might have they might have a rematch.
Have they said that he does have to do? I mean, are they sure he has to do 6 months?
They're saying that he has to go to jail. That he has to go to jail. Like for a fact because the pregnant lady she wasn't feeling the money. She wanted him to do some time.
Damn, I didn't think. I
Are we
know they
talking
kicked
about
the first
Johnny?
plea. No, we're talking about Tank. I
I'm
knew they
kidding.
kicked the first
I'm
plea.
joking.
Damn, bro. No, come on, take Davis, man.
Much
Yeah,
respect,
Joe just
Haplo.
up the phone.
Salute, Tony.
But I didn't think that I knew they kicked the first. The judge and the DA did dismiss the first offer that they wanted to do. I didn't know he was going to have to do any time. I thought he would have to spend a little bit more money. But if he's going back for 6 months, if he has to go for 6 months, I think when he comes out, he keeps saying he has a hit list. Let's see if he sticks to it. I
Yeah.
don't know if he will.
Well, he better be hitting some push-ups and be serious what he's saying, man, because he had a hit list 3-4 years ago with Loma, and that shit didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, it's crazy though because I think with the Tank situation, with the house arrest, the problem is with a lot of celebrities when they ask for house arrest, they don't get it though because imagine if you're a celebrity and you're in a three-story mansion, right? Like with an electric scooter in your house, with Xbox and what 70-inch TV and Uber
Girls
on the
every day.
fly. I mean, is that really jail though? Is that
Yeah,
really?
bro, that's nothing, man. And he got so much money, he can really just bring he can really rent out a carnival world to come to his house and
Yeah,
girls come there, party come there. If it's a mansion,
flying strippers, bro. Flying
that's the
strippers, right?
difference. That
Flying
Ryan check gonna
chef.
be nice, especially that back end
That's
money
a
too.
holiday, bro.
Bouncy
That'd be a
houses,
4 month
slip
holiday,
and
bro.
slide.
Are they? I didn't mean to interrupt. Undisputed. What are they? If he's taking time, did they drop the Class C felony to a Class A misdemeanor, or is he? If he's signing for felony charges, he will get sentenced over a year. Anything under a year is county time.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
if he's yeah, because listen, and I'm not glorifying it, but I've been down twice. I've did 7 years, but it's different. If he's doing county time, he gets 6 months. He goes into county, they'll probably give him 2 for 1, or if he's on good behavior and he's a trustee or something, or he just lays around, he might get 3 for 1 just to kick him out. So he'll do 90 days and he'll be back out. So I don't think if they do give him 6 months, he will do 3 months of the six
Yeah,
and be
it'll
right
it'll
back
be
hey,
out.
it'll
hey,
be a
hey,
Floyd
I
it'll
be
be a
honest,
Floyd
guys,
thing,
because
like
he is
what
Tank
Floyd
Davis,
did.
and Tony did say 90 days. They might as well put him on 90-day show. Have him protected.
Yeah, I don't know if they would let him in general population, and I'm not saying that he don't have hands,
No, it's gonna
but
be just like Floyd, bro.
Now, the TV show,
yeah,
He'll be in
the
PC.
lock up people, or whatever they be doing, they do
Yeah.
the experiment shit or whatever. When they locked
yeah.
up and they be recording them and shit about the jail experiences, all that.
Yeah. Well, listen, him being just like Hapo said, he would be a high risk and not to be, which he has hands. We know he's a boxer, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
explain it to
but
you like
he's
this.
little, bro. In
Yeah,
jail,
he's little.
it doesn't
But
matter.
listen, county time is the hardest time you will do because in the penitentiary you're allowed to get out, you're allowed to work track, run. We had workout deals in TDC in Texas, and you got out as much as you wanted to. Now in the county, you get out maybe once, twice a month. They put you out to let you play basketball, and then it's called. He'll either be on a 12 and 12, or he'll be on a 16 and then
Well,
8. It just
Tony, he
depends.
not
But I
remember
think he'll be
he not
protected
regular. Tony,
custody.
he is a celebrity. He got money, man. They'll. I'm telling you, when he get rec time or whatever, He not gonna be around with nobody around. They
No,
gonna
he'll
give
be
him,
PC. He'll be protective
yeah, they
custody.
gonna give
I
him
agree with
weights and
that.
all kind of stuff. They gonna give him weights, maybe a little wine cooler here and there, and he could probably be all right.
Yeah, he has too much money. And it's no different. I mean, even in the pen, even in the county, you can get what you want. It just costs 10 times more in there. Because, listen, a cell phone when I was in, a cell phone would cost 400, and you could get five. Not to talk about it, but you could get $5, $1 a minute. You know what I mean? And somebody would have to give you commissary, but he can get anything he wants in there. He can get bud. He can get pills. Just like you said, a little wine cooler. They bring that shit in, and he will be protective custody. But the bad deal about that is if he PCs up, y'all, which he'll probably have his own cell. But when he gets let out on the wreck, they'll let him out with 3 or 4 at a time. He might be out with child molesters, people like that. That's the only bad thing about protective custody. He might try to do general population, but like Haplo said,
Yeah,
he's
that's right.
small. He has money, and listen.
And
And
he's
I
Yeah,
know he
I
has
don't give a
hands.
fuck how much of a fighter you are.
he's a
They gonna
target.
come for
Right.
your ass.
Let me tell you something. Let 3 or 4 motherfuckers run up on you,
Yeah.
and it ain't what you think it
Shit,
is.
I don't care. I don't care if you Conor McGregor. You gonna get your ass whooped, man.
And then again, it's in Baltimore. Listen, and Coach Calvin did 10 years, and he probably knows folks down there, and he might have it easy because it's different in every other place.
Oh
But
yeah, they ain't gonna, yeah. Because Coach did got the connections, man. You probably gonna die
yeah,
before you miss the tank. To be honest with you,
Coach Ford did 10 years. So I know what it is
he
doing a
got
stint,
connections, man.
and so I mean he might have it as a cakewalk, but like Haplo said, him having money, him being small, they'll give him protective custody. If they give him 6 months. See, a felony, for a felony, you can't do
Hey,
you
Tony, keep
can't do
going,
under
but
12 months.
yo guys, check out Khan's comment. Keep going, Tony. I just want to let you guys know because he's giving more of an inside because I don't know the exact 100% facts. I forgot them, but Khan is going in on the full judgment what all happened. But keep on going, Tony.
Yeah, but if you get charged with a Class C felony, which is the smallest felony you can get charged with, they go C, B, and A. It's a year and over. So his charges had to get dropped to a misdemeanor for it to be 6 months because any felony is state jail time, which is the penitentiary for the state. So he had to he pled guilty to a lesser charge. That's why he pled guilty to get it dropped to a misdemeanor, pay a real high fine, and then probably 6 months in jail. He won't do 90. He won't do past 90 days. He'll be out.
Either way, Tony, I think he should rethink wearing those purses before he goes in. Maybe pick that back up after you go in.
And that's what's bad. Hey, listen, and that's true, Haplo. Him out there and people in there looking to go do 10 or 15 or something like that, seeing him on TV, because they let you watch TV, and a lot of them have HBO, Showtime, all that shit, And him up there with a purse and his fingernails painted, and
Oh
motherfuckers
yeah,
don't care who he is. You know what I mean? They don't care if
They
he's
don't
Tank
play that
Davis or
shit,
what.
bro.
Listen to me, and when I tell
looking
you
too
this,
sweet, looking too sweet.
I've seen people come in there running their mouth, acting badasses and all that, waiting to catch chain. And I've seen motherfuckers make them sit on the toilet like a woman and piss and tell them, listen, all that rah-rah shit you're talking, 4 or 5 motherfuckers run up on the cell and tell them, hey, look, best thing for you to do is stay in this cell. When you piss, you sit on that toilet like a woman to piss because that's what you are. And if not, get stomped, slap out. So that fingernail polish wearing and all that shit, yeah, that might get him.
Yeah, man, because let me tell you something, man. And the reason why that's the issue with that, it don't matter how he carry himself. He already showed kind of who he is with that. They see the high heels, the pink little dress, the black nails, looking like a bad bitch almost. They what, man? Ain't no joke.
Yeah, a lot of them say it ain't going to be like that, but I'm telling you, listen, there's some people in there that don't give a fuck, that's mad at the world, don't care, fishing to go do a long stretch of time, and all they see in Tank is money. Listen, that can feed me. I ain't got nobody sending me nothing. Either he's going to pay or he's going to have to fight every day. And a lot of times, if you got hands, because I know from experience, if you got hands and you put it on
They jumping
somebody
your
that's
ass.
affiliated, it's affiliated with somebody, then what they'll do is they'll let it go for 4 or 5 days, and then they'll just come in and they're on you, and then it's everybody, 5 or 6 on one, and you don't have a chance.
Yeah, and
But
there's
I
no weight
forgot about the
classes.
purse.
There's no
The
weight
purse and all that
classes.
fingernail shit.
Yeah.
they're gonna make fun of him, and he's gonna get
Yep.
mad, and he's gonna say something to somebody, and
Both.
then they're
Yep.
gonna catch him. So he'll be protective custody.
Hey, look what Mad said. We forgot about to put in that perspective, and I just thought about that shit, man. He ain't get no respect for that. It's gonna be real bad. He got to be a PC. Look at that. I just remembered
Yeah.
that. I was the pregnant woman stuff. Mad Dog just put it in the chat.
Yes, right. Women, children, old people, they don't fuck around with that shit in there. They don't.
Yep, yep. But yeah, man. So let me just move on to this real quick and ask you about this. Uh, the Zhao Zhang, how he beat Joyce. Now, what do you think? 'Cause I'm hearing this. What I'm hearing. I'm hearing Tyson Fury might try to set up a fight with Zhang. Man, what y'all think about that, man? Even though I think he should fight like an Anderson, but
I can see that happening for sure, bro.
no,
It's a
he's on him, man.
spectacle.
He's
It's a
on.
spectacle, and you got to think about this, Undisputed. That think about China. They have so many people. You can make so much money with the boxing star in China.
Yeah, man. But I'm like I think they should.
Bro,
Zhang
you
got that big win. I'm thinking they should keep that win as his big, A-list star, and then just throw him a few bones. Have him
yeah,
have
but
him get a fight in China and
if he
all
can get
that.
that Fury fight right away, man, he should take it.
Yeah,
Because
I know what
Fury
you're
ain't
saying
gonna
because
fight too many more fights.
he's gonna be a real one hit wonder then after that. Because Fury gonna put the hands on him, man. I'm telling you.
But still, bro, look, losing to Fury is no slight on your career, bro. I mean, Fury is the best. So if he
Yeah, yeah,
loses to
okay,
the
yeah,
best,
you're right, you're right, you're right,
that'll still make him a big star. Like China will go crazy for that guy.
you're right, you're right. I didn't even think about that because Walter got beat by Fury, but it's really like a really bad stamp. I mean, you got beat by one of the top guys,
No,
one
what
of the
is
bone.
everybody saying? They're saying Fury beats everybody except that one guy.
Yeah,
I mean, Wilder beats everyone except for
yeah,
Fury.
except for that one. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. But uh, as I'm looking at it, the Dane Dubois. This funny to me though. What you think about Dane Dubois fighting Usyk, man? What y'all got y'all take on Dane Dubois versus Usyk, man?
Fuck that fight.
I, I think Usyk
Tyson Fury's a
outclasses
pussy.
Wilder.
Fury's not the best, bro. How can you say that, bro? He's not even fighting the best, bro. He want to fight Zhang, bro. Come on, man. I respect Zhang. He shocked the world, but come on, bro. This guy don't have no belt. The fight is pretty much meaningless, bro. In my
Yeah, I
opinion.
don't see it
You know what I'm
happening
saying?
either. Once
I wouldn't even
it
mind
say
seeing
so.
Usyk versus Zhang, because Zhang fought for the mandatory spot, bro. Why Tyson Fury got to come in? You know what I'm saying? Don't make no
Hey,
sense to me, bro.
but Wu Tang Zhang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Zhang,
y'all.
yeah,
Hey,
but do
y'all,
you
y'all,
think
y'all better respect that boy, Zang. Y'all
Put
better.
some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Tyson Fury?
I'm gonna put that respect on that boy. I'm telling you.
Does he beat Tyson Fury though? Does anyone think this?
Hell no, not me.
I
Exactly.
think it'll
That's
be a
my
big
point.
fight. Somebody mentioned a fight in Beijing. I think it would be a good money fight, but to me, I don't give a shit about that. I want to see him get in the ring with Usyk. Period.
Thank you. Thank
Unify
you.
the
That's my
titles.
point, brother.
Let's get this shit done.
Yeah, we want to see undisputed, bro. No
Agreed.
bullshit fights, bro. You feel me? Like he'll beat Zhang, bro. Zhang is dangerous first 6 rounds, no doubt. But he doesn't have the gas tank to beat a guy like Tyson Fury, bro. That's my whole point. So I
Nah,
think it'll
that's
be
real.
competitive early on, but late in the fight, no. I
It'd be
think
a good Cinderella story if he could pull it off, though. But I mean, obviously the odds are against him. That fight, I mean, I don't know if Fury would want to go to Beijing. Depends on how much the Chinese want to put up for that. Depending on the money involved. I mean,
Yeah,
I could see him taking that fight in China, though. That's a lot of fucking viewership, man. So I mean, that would just be a money fight, stay busy fight. I mean, I don't think it'd be too much of a risk for Fury just to go out there and collect that money. My opinion. But as a fight fan, as a fan of the sport, I want to see Usyk versus Fury. So, I mean, if that fight happens, I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, I'd fucking watch it. But
yeah,
that's
hell
not
yeah,
that's
no
that's
doubt.
not what the fuck I want. That's not what I want. I
Exactly, and
want
that's
an
my point.
undisputed champion.
Exactly,
So
that's my point. Like Zayn versus
yeah,
Fury, no doubt, it's an interesting fight. I'll watch it, but we know who wins that fight. And not only that, it's like, yeah, bro, I want to see undisputed, bro. You know, Hablo says that he can see him going for Zhang first, but I don't think he's gonna fight Usyk, bro. I've been saying it for a while, bro. I don't think that fight's ever gonna happen, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Because I remember like I was saying, this is if you guys remember, if you even seen my video about this, or seen the news about John Fury telling Fury to slap old boy before exposing that. Because I mean he didn't know no better. He thought that was part of the game. Because Fury said himself he never was going to look at Usyk. He never was going to fight him, and he was training with old Coley. This just the facts of the matter. Oh, shell boy, he fell out. What just happened?
Oh, Tony Boswell, yeah, he just fell out. I think.
Tony and
Somebody mentioned earlier.
what happened?
Go ahead, man. No, somebody mentioned earlier Usyk and Wilder.
Oh, Usyk and Wilder. Oh man, that's. Look, I was talking about that earlier. You know how you guys remember hearing how Wilder said Fury and Usyk are cheaters and bullshitters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Do you know why he said that about Usyk?
Why is that?
All right, well, check this out. Remember, you got to go watch his exclusive shit and all that. But Yemi gave me a point about this. He said that him and Usyk and his team had a man-to-man discussion if he can't get the Fury fight that they'll fight next. After and that's what was said. But then he went against his word, and now he's saying that Usyk is a snake and he's just a cheater like Fury. That's literally what all went down.
Who's Wilder said that?
Yeah, Walter said this.
Oh man, get the fuck out, man! That guy said so much shit about Fury, man. I didn't know what to fucking believe with that. You know what? The guy just took he couldn't take a hard loss. That's all it was. I've been following Usyk for a while. Even some of the interviews and some of the people who have worked with his team, different networks, and other people that work with him, they said that he's one of the easiest guys to work with. So. And for this guy to go around the world collecting titles, moving up, unifying what he did back in cruiserweight, then he went up to heavyweight. He's not fucking around, man. He's there for the fight. You know what I'm saying? And so when the whole issue came up with the 70-30, whatever it was, he accepted it. There was always a goalpost being moved. In my opinion, on Fury's side, based on from the outside looking in. I could be wrong. I'm not in the fucking back door. I'm just a fan trying to follow, get any bit of information that I can. But based on what I'm seeing, I think Fury just bullshitting. And for whatever reason, that fight's not popping off on their end. What that reason is, I truly don't know, man. But as a fight fan, I think Usyk wants that fight. Fury don't want it, and that's it. That's my opinion.
I mean, no, that's not an opinion. That's a goddamn fact, man. That's a fact,
bro. Yeah,
that ain't no opinion. That's what it is. That's a fact.
And I will tell you this: if they were to ever meet up, I'm gonna ride with Usyk. It's an uphill battle for him. I'm not saying he would be the favorite in the fight, but I'll ride with Usyk because number one, he's intelligent. He's not just gonna go in there and he's gonna contemplate in that ring. He's gonna be moving around. He's gonna utilize his footwork, and I guarantee you, one of the main factors in that fight, in my opinion, is he's gonna go to that body. That he's gonna beat that belly like a drum. And that's probably going to be one of the X factors if Usyk can pull that off is the body work he would utilize, because that's a big body for him to work with. 1-2 stab jabs in and out, boxing, maybe catch him upstairs a couple of times. And Fury's going to use that long ass reach. And for Fury, hey, the guy's he's an excellent boxer for his size, man.
He know how to punch too. Don't forget about that factor. He got that power.
Yeah. He became a puncher after he fought Wilder.
Yeah.
Before that, he wasn't really a puncher. I saw that sparring session that he won with Vladimir. He got the belts. Cool. But for the most part, he's never been a big puncher up until that Wilder fight. He kind of changed his fighting style a little bit because he took a little bit more risk after that Wilder fight. Because once he saw he was able to rock Wilder's ass and then pound his ass for 2 more fights, that's when he got a little bit more aggressive. You know, even in the Dilly when he fought what's his name? When he fought White. Or was it Chisora? Either way,
I think it was. Well, that Chisora fight was fucking garbage, but
yeah. But I'm just saying though, like
White, come on, White, yeah,
knockout, yeah, he'll go for the knockout.
Yeah, he knocked his ass out silly.
Yeah, so that's where Usyk would, that's where he has to be. The margin of error for him is smaller than I think for Fury. Of course, I would pick Usyk by a points decision. With Fury, it can go either way. He can either win on points or he can possibly get a TKO or stoppage or something like that. But I think Usyk, in my opinion, man, I would ride with Usyk in that fight, even if he was the slight underdog.
No, he's gonna be the underdog, bro. No
Yeah,
doubt. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
gonna be
got
underdog for
Usyk,
sure.
bro. I've been
He got too
saying
much
it for
hype
a long
behind him.
time, man. I just feel
Oh,
like
Fury does.
oh, go ahead on this video. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, bro. No, you good. I'm just like Fury got too much hype behind him, so yeah, he will be a favorite.
Yeah, he will be the favorite. Yeah, no, I was just saying, even before the 70-30, bro, I was going around every panel saying that Tyson Fury does not want this fight, bro. And I gotta hear these fans and these guys say, "Oh, Usyk is scared." How is this guy scared when he accepted 70-30? Name how many three belt unified champions accept 70-30, bro, or even deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Oh,
makes no sense to me, bro. I can't see this man being scared. And like my man said earlier, Usyk is not a hard guy to work with, bro. He's willing to take the challenge and he's fighting for legacy. He don't care about money, bro. That's why he took the 70-30 deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give a fuck about that, bro. He wants belts and
shit.
strictly butt belts. Tyson Fury is the one that wants money, bro. That's why he's talking about the Joe Joyce fight in the past. Francis Ngannou, those are all money grab fights, bro. Fury don't care about Undisputed because he feels like, oh, I had all the belts at one point in time, which he was never undisputed at that.
Exactly.
He's just lineal, but
Shit, if that's how it is, any boxer can do that. Shit, leave, come back and get that belt they didn't have. Leave, come back, get that belt. I was undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
Look at and then
yeah,
another thing I look at. So the way I am, because I'm a fan of the sport for the most part. So my criteria that I go off of, whether I don't really put too much stock in pound for pound, but what I look for four things, right? When I'm assessing a fighter and where they're at. I look at their caliber of opposition, right? That's fundamental. Their caliber of opposition, dominance of the division. Are they unifying? Have they become undisputed? Activity. Are they active? Have they gone on lost on a milk carton somewhere like fucking Charlo? You know what I mean? And then lastly, career defining fights. Who have you fought that was considered your equal at that time? So these are four things that I look at. You know what I mean? And if you look at Usyk, he checks those boxes. So for me to sit here and think that Usyk is somehow fucking up the deal or doesn't want the fight, I find it again from the outside looking in. I just find it hard to believe based on his whole body of work through his career up until now. So now they're talking about Dubois. You ask me, Dubois gets stopped by Usyk.
Yeah, man.
My opinion. I just think Dubois would get. I just think he would take too many shots. I
Yeah,
think he
he
would.
gonna get beat, man. He gonna get whooped. Man. I think Dubois. Like when I'm seeing the guy, I think the best matchup for Dubois would have been. I'm not saying he would have won, but so for Anderson to fight Anderson, because that would have put him in a perfect and great position, and beating Dubois makes him look good.
You talking about Jared Anderson?
Yeah, Jared Anderson. My bad. Yeah.
Oof, that's still a tough fight for him. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know if his team will want to. I don't know, man. That's. I don't know if I don't know how that would work out. That's what sucks when it comes to these promotional fucking networks. Promotional companies and networks having ties. It kind of, would fuck up any kind of deals that would. If they ever came across, if they ever had a chance to fight, I don't know if that fight would pop off. I mean, it depends. I mean, it might. Dubois with who's he with? Is he with
Dubois with
Queens?
I think he was.
Frank Warren.
He's with
Oh,
who?
okay, I
Frank
was gonna
Warren?
Yeah,
say
he's a Warren. Yeah,
Queensberry, right? Queensberry.
Queensberry, right?
Yeah,
Oh, he's with,
Queensberry. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that fight could probably happen then. That fight could probably happen.
Yeah, that's a high
Yeah,
chance.
That fight could probably happen. I
Yeah.
don't know if they'll put Anderson in there with
Oh,
him right
my
now.
bad, the story, man. It's all good, Tony. I appreciate you for coming on, man. I see your phone died. It's all good. Go ahead and finish your thought. I'm just trying to let him know.
No,
So,
man, that's a fight that I don't think that's something that would probably have to build up. There'd have to be a demand, money behind it. But I mean, that'd be an interesting one. But I think in terms of Dubois being next in line for Usyk, at least that's what I'm seeing right now. I think Usyk takes that fight and he either wins by TKO or a stoppage. I just think he's just going to pepper him and bust his face up a little bit. I was actually shocked when I saw Dubois that one fight when he fought. I forgot the guy's name. I think he was from Italy or I forgot what it was. Man, something was not right with Dubois. Man, I was a little
yeah, man,
concerned, like for his
I
health.
thought he was gonna lose that fight, man. That was close. He lucky he got the stoppage.
And that guy is nowhere near fucking Usyk. So
Yeah, not even close, man. Like nowhere in the worlds between worlds. It's like,
you talking about his last fight?
yeah, No. That was Jennings. No. It was
He
his
fought
last fight.
his last fight. He struggled with a bridgerweight, bro. No way he beat Usyk, bro.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
He don't have a chance in hell. I mean, I'm talking about 5% chance, 95.5%, and that 5% is like catching Usyk with some godly right left hook, and it just fucking knock his ass out, man.
Yeah, he would just pepper him, soften him up, and then I think eventually mid rounds, going into late rounds, I think Dubois won't be able to hang with his footwork, his movement, his hand speed, because he's a small heavyweight, man. He's got all the fucking attributes of a fucking cruiserweight. He's just a smaller, fast guy. He's got the ring intelligence, so it's really hard for me to go against Usyk, even with Fury. I know it's an uphill battle, but I would ride with Usyk if that fight ever happens. And then you guys also mentioned, you guys were talking earlier about the tournament that would, that's something that we would all love to see, right? In a perfect world, and the Saudis got the money, they'll shit that money out like nothing for that
Yeah,
for
man.
those fighters.
Super serious fight.
Yeah.
Fury versus Usyk, Wilder versus AJ, same card. That should be crazy, man.
Now Wilder versus AJ.
That's realistic.
Before I would have. This is now a 50-50 fight overall to me, man. Because Wilder does have the equalizer. Yes, he's very limited. He's not very defensively responsible because he's never really had it been because of his opposition. And so, one of his best win is Ortiz, and then his best opponent is Fury, but he never conquered that hill. Now Joshua I feel has the better opposition at heavyweight, but seen as what's gone on lately with him, and he's in a gray area right now. So I think that's a perfect fight for both of them to see where they're at. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion. I would love to see that fight. I think that's a good hell of a fight just to have. No belts would be on the line, but I think it's something that would still. It's kind of like Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. There's no belts on the line, but guess what? People are going to
Still a
fucking go out
damn
there and
good
pay
fight. Yeah.
yes, because they both have hardcore fan bases. So yeah, we would fucking watch it. It don't have to even be under that fucking multi-fight heavyweight card. It could just be them two. So we'll see what happens because they're talking about Joshua fighting in December. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So those are my thoughts on those heavyweights, guys.
Definitely. So, since we can, I guess, move the goalposts on these real quick because we got most of our thoughts on that. What do you guys think about Triple G? Literally, his team coming out and saying that he's retired or leaving boxing, but not officially, but just for now. Remember, he dropped both his belts less than a month, and there's no news on him of anything he's doing in history or in forward of boxing. You think the guy's done? Do any of y'all think he's done or what?
Go ahead, man. I don't want to be
yeah,
yapping.
I think
Go
so
ahead,
at
man.
this point, bro. Because he was chasing. Like in my opinion, I respect Triple G as a fighter, and I think in the prime he was ducked by a lot of guys. But like as time went on, man, I just feel like he was just chasing the Canelo fight. He wasted his time chasing the Canelo fight. He in the end of the day, he won the first fight. In my opinion, he got robbed. The second fight, I think that's arguable. And then the third fight, he didn't win. So he got a loss, two losses out of it, and a draw. He didn't get the win at the end of the day. I just feel like he was just chasing that payday. And at this point, there's not really a lot of big names for him to fight. I just feel like he's not really motivated to fight other champions. He literally dropped his titles. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He might be done. Yeah, I think so, bro.
Yeah. So the way I'm looking at it is he's already at the end of the road. He's made his money in the sport. Dude, he was the fucking unified champion at 160 still. Even with people want to talk about his age, this, that, and the other. The guy was a unified champion at 160. How long has Charlo been sitting at 160? How long was Andre sitting at 160? Saunders was there. Nobody unified.
Well, no, hold on. I got to stop you on that. But Andre wanted to fight. He actually was calling for that fight a lot. He wanted Triple G. He wanted Billy Joe Sanders and Charlo. They never wanted to fight him. Like he got banned from Triple G and Billy Joe. He got banned from everybody's press conference because he tried to do the Sean Canada Briggs method. If they don't want to sign the contract, I'm gonna keep going after and pissing them off in real life to make them want to fight me. Nah,
I
real
re-
shit. He
yeah,
got banned.
no,
Look it up. He got banned.
I remember he did that to the Charlos too.
Yeah, bro. He ran
I
up
like
on him.
Jermel though. I like Jermel. I will say I like Jermel. I like what he's done.
Oh yeah,
Jamal I'm
Jamel was like,
disappointed.
oh, you want to fight my brother? Nah, fight me. And Andre got quiet, man.
So I didn't know that Andre's team. I didn't know because he was with Hearn at the time. I would assume that he was pushing for. I know he wanted the names. He's been calling out big names. It's hard for that guy to get a fight for some reason. Um,
Yeah,
but
can I just say one thing real quick? Let me add this in here. I'm so confused. Like when I see him fight, I'm just being honest, guys. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Y'all can maybe give me some better thinking or tell me what I need to be seeing. He doesn't look special to me, man. He looks off balance. You know, his chin's not there. He looked kind of like a B, maybe C plus B class fighter. He doesn't look elite at all to me. Just to
he
be
was
honest.
he was fresher at 154 going into 160. He was fresher. I think over time inactivity. Like I said, inactivity is one of my criterias. That right there will hurt a boxer big time. If you're
Yeah,
inactive, you're not keeping the engine warm. You know what I'm saying? You're not out there
yeah,
working the joints. You're not busy. So meanwhile, and again, I know that Andre, at least at 154 going to 160, he has talent. He's a really good fighter. For some reason he couldn't get the fights. I think one of the reasons was marketing and promotion, and he didn't really have a fan base. So I think it
yeah.
was hard for other fighters to say, okay, let me fight this guy. And at some points, you could consider him a risk.
Let's be
So
real. He was a new era. He was a new Laura.
yeah, that's a
Instantly
good one.
Laura. Like he really was a
Yeah,
new Laura, bro. Definitely 100%. Because nobody was trying to fucking fight Laura, bro. Like
nah.
it was always crickets with Laura
Hey,
every time. But
hey,
Laura had a little, he had a little Cuban fan base. I can't lie. They came out to see him fight, man. It was pretty decent little crowd when Laura came out to fight.
Laura, when Floyd went to 154, Laura was waiting for him for 2 years. Floyd's like, nah,
Yeah,
fuck that.
hey,
He's just a risk. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
He
just
was
some
too high of
guys,
a
yeah.
risk, man.
And and as time has gone on, dude, he got put on his ass. I think last time against what's his name, Nicholson, I believe, on the undercard of Davis and Hector Garcia.
What's the name again?
Um, he just didn't look good, man. So and then he pulled out of the fight with Zach Parker. That was his ticket for a Canelo
Yeah, man,
fight.
that pissed me off, man, because I was going to really give him a lot of credit because I've been watching Zach Parker. The dude was legit. So I'm like, okay, he beats him. He beat a top 10 guy. He's got a shot for Canelo. Canelo can't. If Canelo doesn't fight him, he doesn't first become undisputed, all this stuff, and have a belt. So he fight and beat Zach Parker. He's in the lottery ticket winning. Then he jumps out. Like, come on, man. Like he must have seen what I was like, man, this is a risky fight. You just moved up. You fighting Zach Parker, dude's been knocking people out. So John Rudd came in there, took the gold from
Took
him,
his
took his
spot.
opportunity.
Took his spot. And the good, you know what though? If Andre would have took that fight and beat Zach Parker, they have a history. They have a background. They could have marketed and promoted in that fight when he walked up in there. Remember?
Yeah,
He said, he
yeah, get
said,
the
you
fuck out
want
of
the
here.
money? You want a payday? Paid? That became like a meme and shit. When Canelo told
Yeah,
Andre
yeah,
that. I
payday,
mean, so
payday.
there was history there. But going back to 160, I think with Triple G, was just he's already on his way out. He said, "Fuck that, I don't need these belts no more." And I think what they're saying I think what they're trying to say is, yeah, I'm gonna leave, but I'm not gone. Meaning, if a big fight, money fight comes up, I'm gonna take it. He's not gonna get nothing with Falcao.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Do you
but
think that
Falcao, he's not gonna
if
get nothing with his countryman Yanni Beck, Alim Kanuli. I don't even think Yanni Beck wanted to fight him, his countryman. So there goes that shit. So it's like, what do you do, man? Like, so I just think Munguia. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Munguia's still on
I don't know
training
what's
wheels.
going on
They
with
need to
Gia,
get
bro.
him. They need to get him off the baby bottle. I don't know what the fuck's going on with
Magia
him.
is straight bum bashing, man. And
Yeah.
a Mad Dog saying that Plants beat Boo Boo. What you think about that?
That what now?
Yeah, I think so.
Plant beats Andrade.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think Plant beats him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Bad.
that would be a. I don't know how entertaining it would be. I think that'd be a straight pugilist chess match, not of the highest order, but I could see Plant beating him. Yeah, because Plant's been active. The guy's been fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I
Plant
Just
can't
been
stay
lie,
on
active.
man.
that.
Plant been out there.
Just
He
stay
look good.
stay
He
on
look
that.
good too, man. Look sharp.
Yeah, but I think Plant's active. He's more sharper. I think he's just bigger too. I think Andre just small for 168, bro. And he didn't look so good against that guy that went to distance with Berlanga,
Yeah,
bro. DeMar Nicholson, bro. He didn't look too good against
yeah.
that guy,
But
bro. He
he
got
hasn't even I hear that performance he had was kind of shitty, man. No, it was shitty, honestly. Man, that was a horrible performance. Didn't he get dropped too?
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
he did,
Yeah, he
bro.
got
He
dropped.
got
Yeah,
dropped to the
He
body.
did.
Yeah.
He
he
did.
got dropped, man. Yeah, that's a sad performance, man. But
Yeah.
let me add on to this. What you guys think about will Jamal Charlo fight a top fighter, man? When he come back?
No, I don't think so, man. I think if he comes
I
back,
don't
he'll
think
probably
so.
fight Selecki. In my opinion, he should fight fucking Adamas because Adamas stopped his last opponent he struggled with, Montiel. So I think he should fight Adamas, but I doubt
Uh,
he'll fight him right away.
Adames deserves his shot, dude. How long has he been sitting in the queue?
A
He's
lot, bro.
just sitting in
A
there,
long time.
Yeah,
dude.
But
man.
hey, guys, I heard it wasn't Adonis because Adonis actually had a fight already scheduled coming. That's what I heard. I
No,
keep
no,
hearing.
no, no. I know it's not Adamas undisputed. I'm just saying that's who he should fucking fight, but I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
that's
it
what I'm
is
saying too.
him.
Hey, I was thinking it was gonna be him. I mean, it was perfect timing. He just whooped the shit out of Montiel, the guy you struggle to win life and death with. He literally whooped his ass in 3 rounds, like destroyed the man. He should have came back. Adonis a top legit contender. Let's be real. And you come beat him, people gonna look at you as, hey, we need this guy to fight. Throw him out there. Canelo, you know how they gonna do it. The fans, Canelo can fight and all this stuff. He's ready to go. He beat the top contender. You know, that's how the fans gonna be, man. I think that if he'd have fought him, or at least what's another good guy for one? Like, when I'm looking at 160, damn, most everybody left.
Johnny Beck.
Yeah,
I,
man.
I I think him and Johnny Beck would be a good fight, but again, you're dealing with PBC, top rank. Da, 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 da. I think that would be a good fight, at least for a unification fight. Shit, make something happen, man. Make a name for yourself. You've been sitting in that division, kicking it, just sitting it. Suleiman's like, nah, he can keep the belt. He can keep the belt. Like, what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck
yeah, yeah.
is going
Bro,
on,
that
man?
shit is some real. Bro, did you know Suleiman said this? That he said they. I swear to God, bro. I did a story on this shit. This shit is ridiculous. I've never heard some most unprofessional shit like this ever. Because you're first off, you're a sanctioned body. You're supposed to give boxers all other chances, not just be selective on one fighter. Oh, we know he was dealing with mental illness, so we want to stand by him. He's our champion. We want to make sure we support him and make sure when he's ready to fight, we're ready to go with him. I swear to God, bro, that's the fuck he said.
you,
Crazy.
but you know what
Yeah,
it
I
is
believe
though,
it,
right?
bro. Suleiman says dumb shit all the time, man.
But you know what it is though, right? We know what it is. You know what I mean? You don't think him and fucking Heyman are just kicking it sometimes, having conversations, smoking a fucking cigar?
Hell
Hey,
yeah,
look, man.
man.
I don't. Here's what I want to do. I want to keep Charlo with this fucking belt. All right, we're gonna keep paying the fucking fees, whatever we got to pay, and then we're gonna keep him in the Canelo sweepstakes. Guess what? If the fight with Bivol don't go through, we'll go ahead and make him another deal like we did a few years ago, and we'll see if he'll fucking the fish will bite the worm. Because remember, they gave him a deal. I forgot. I know you guys. I think you guys were talking about it earlier. So I could see that it'd be another thing. Hey, let's bring him back in June. He's coming off a long layoff. Get the rust off. Not a risky fight, and let's see if we can make him an offer. And because Canelo's open to working with the PBC and Showtime, and they've worked together before, so they can still have his name in the hat along with Benavides or something, and offer him a fucking 2-3 fight fucking deal with X amount of $1 million. They'll put the money up for Canelo because they know they're gonna get that shit back.
Oh, they getting that shit right back. They probably gonna get it
Mm-hmm.
the first day the damn fight announced for the tickets.
So it's a business. It's fucking a little bit of corruption. There's a lot of different things going on. Not wanting to take risk because that is their these promotional outfits, these managers, these promoters or advisors, as Heyman is, which is he's able to maneuver around the Muhammad Ali Act, like Hopkins said, because he's an advisor. He's not necessarily a manager or a promoter. So that's the back door. Either way, they're able to finagle some things, move some strings around. Some fighters keep belts longer than others, even though they shouldn't. Like I think it was a fighter. I think Joe Cordina. He's fighting this weekend. Uh, he lost. He got stripped. I think he got stripped of his belt because he got injured or something. right? They took his
Yeah,
belt
man.
away.
Yeah, that shit right there. Yeah, yeah.
But
he
yet
was injured.
you got other guys for some reason are able to keep their titles, and they're not fighting, they're not defending them. It's a mess, man, and they do what they want. There's no real regulation. You know what I mean? Boxing's not like a fucking league. It's not like a football, baseball, basketball. It's fucking all money and business and hustling. You know what I mean? And playing your cards right. If you're gonna gamble your investment, which if I was a promoter or a manager, my fighter's my investment. I'm not gonna fuck up my money. So
Yeah, for real though, man.
that's why we don't get some of these fights. And you
Yeah,
know what,
like
Charlo?
Conor was saying too is that he's saying that Eddie Hearn has Canelo in his back pocket. But I don't know that. I wouldn't completely agree with that, Connor, because Canelo is the one that is making the money. Canelo, he can go anywhere and sell and do fine.
Yeah, Canelo's. I mean, he makes his own moves. Really, I mean, after this fight, if let's say Bivol doesn't happen, let's just go with that.
Hello, something just happened.
I don't know what happened. You can hear
Yeah,
me,
I think
bro?
he's like that real quick.
That
But
is just
but
me.
but he was talking about Canelo. Let me just ask you this, guys, and hopefully he come back because
Microphone
he's
check.
with Canelo. Should Canelo fight Bivol again, or should he move on and defend 168?
I think he should fight Benavidez. To me, Benavidez is like. No, I'm gonna go ahead and play Mr. Manager, Fanager. But at the same time, if I want to make a lot of money too, versus Bivol, I would go with the Benavidez fight. One, it's a less dangerous, less risky fight. Two, it's more in demand, in my opinion.
Yeah, hell yeah, no,
Um,
no, no. That's definitely more defend.
I think Benavidez is a damn good fight. I think it's going to generate a lot of money. It has a lot of money behind it. It's in high demand, and let Bivol and fucking Beterbiev figure their shit out at 175. Let them unify or some. I'd rather Canelo, in my opinion, because I want to see undisputed. I want to see champions. Let Bivol and Beterbiev clean house upstairs. Let them figure that shit out. You take care of business down here, and then it makes for more of a bigger fight. Let's say Beterbiev or Bivol win, jump back upstairs and go for it. Two undisputed champions.
That exactly what I was saying too about him. They that Bivol to handle business, get that undisputed and make things happen. All right, what about you? Say so. I mean, yeah, say so.
Yeah, I just think I think if Bivol and Canelo fight again, especially at 175, I got Bivol stopping them. But if they fight at 68, I still got Bivol winning that fight. I think it'll be a harder fight just because he's coming down in weight, but I still think he has the ability to wash him like he did the first time. But I think he should fight Benavidez, bro. Because either way, he's gonna take a loss with Bivol. I think Bivol is just more of a riskier fight, bro. Styles
Yeah,
made fights. I just think Bivol has his number. It's a tough fight, bro. I just don't think he wins that fight. I think it's just less risky if he fights Benavidez. Because everyone thinks Benavidez going to destroy him. I don't think so, bro. I think he wins that fight,
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
don't know about that
Yeah,
destroying. I think it'd be a hell of a fight though, but destroying Canelo, nah, I don't see that really happening because with the plant stuff, he didn't really. I mean, he did put work on him. I can't lie, but Plant made it through. He survived. He didn't survive versus Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He did all that slick shit moving around and work. But I can't say Plant was clinching more. But could he try? Did he try to clinch with Canelo? But Canelo just didn't allow him. Certain people have techniques of stopping those clinches. They'll hit that body. They'll hit your arms. So it make you regret coming in to clinch. Benavidez might not have that skill to get people at the clinch or get them away from it or stop letting them do it.
yeah, and again, that's just part of his experience and his skill. That's why he went up there to 168 and fucking unified all those belts. Saunders was undefeated, so was Callum Smith.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with guys that are, what Callum Smith's like 6'4". I don't know. He's got height on him.
6'4", goddamn. I don't know
Yeah,
about that tall.
well, maybe 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, around there,
Either
around there.
way, he's
He's still
fucking
tall. Yeah, yeah.
tall for that, for the weight. He's got a good size to him, and same thing with Saunders. He was a mover too, and you know there wasn't much grabbing on there. When you're fucking pounding a guy, you're putting good punch placement, you're landing good shots, especially to the body. You know that guy's more worried about defense than hugging, and Canelo's maintaining a good distance. And so that's another thing. Throwing the jab, he uses a jab. He operates off of a swivel. So it's kind of hard to grab somebody if they keep fucking moving and bobbing and weaving. You know what I mean? So that's just part of his game. And I think with Benavidez is just going to come forward. He's like, you ain't got to look for him. So that's what I think is going to make it a really good fight, entertaining fight. And I think that's going to provide Canelo with plenty of opportunities to counter. I'm not sitting here saying Canelo's going to win 100%, but if the odds were, if I was a gambler, man, I'm going to most likely put my money on Canelo, especially after seeing the fight with Plant. So I'm like, okay, cool. Benavidez he's your come forward, punches and bunches. I will say this about Benavidez though. I think his combination punching or his hand speed when he's throwing punches is underrated a little bit. He's not slow. He's got some good hand speed. He's able to cut off the ring very well. He does some good things in there. I think would give Canelo some problems, but I think overall, I think Canelo would probably solve those issues in the fight. So, but again, that's what there's some intrigue there, and Benavidez does have a hardcore fan base. From a hardcore perspective, he has
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of fans
He got a whole
that
thing.
are pulling for him. Man, they're like, we don't like, we don't like Cinnamon. We don't like fucking Canelo. That's like one of the terms I've been seeing.
Get
Shit like
Ginger out of
that.
here.
You could tell these motherfuckers hate that motherfucker, boy. Shit, man.
That's
But
true, man.
yeah, bro, I would have to favor, as of right now, I would favor Canelo in that fight. But I think it's the easier route for him to go, man. Just go ahead and collect that money. You know what? Put in fucking Charlo too. Knock that shit out. And then wait to see what happens at 175. Jump back up there. Now you got two undisputed champions. That fight would be fucking huge.
What I heard with Undisputed anyway is that, well, I said Undisputed with PBC is that they were trying to lock Canelo into a deal like that if he to fight Benavidez and Jamal Charlo. Oh, well, actually, I was hearing three fights. I was hearing Jamal Charlo, Benavidez, and either Andrade because they just signed Andrade. So that was an option, Andrade or Dave Morrell. That last option he can choose, but it was out of
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all kind of gray to me right now. I haven't really read too many
Yeah,
articles.
I don't.
I
Yeah,
haven't really seen too much on that, but I have heard different things in different interviews. I know that in the chat, Con Shawnery had mentioned about that deal, that Canelo dumped that deal the last time in favor of DAZN.
yeah.
But I think in this time, though, I think they would probably make the offer a little more juicy. They would have to. I mean, and I remember that. Yeah, he went the other route, of course, and obviously that's how he got caught up with the Bivol fight. But yeah, man, I think they would have to really make it juicy for him because he's not really tied to DAZN. He works with Eddie, but he's still free to do what he wants to.
He's free agent, do what he wanted to, man.
Yeah, he's still free to do whatever he wants. But Eddie is pretty much like his promoter / consigliere advisor and kind of working some of the network deals out on the side. I'm not sure how much part he will play if they were to work with DAZN, but he has his part.
Okay, let me ask you about before I move on to these fighters. Let me make sure you know who these are. Do both of y'all know who Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin is?
Yes.
Now, this is what I'm hearing right now. Is Keyshawn Davis want to fight with Frank Martin? No belt, just off of respect. He said Keyshawn Davis said he don't care about a belt right now. He just want to fight off of respect. What do you see yourself when you see that fight happening? What do you see happening?
You got this one, say so?
Anybody in the chat? What you guys think about Frank Martin versus Keyshawn Davis?
Well, I'll go ahead.
Go ahead. Be back.
So I'll say this, man. Both guys are very talented. They both are going to be future champions, whether they fight each other or not. They're going to have titles. I'll tell you that right now. Both guys move very well. Both of them have good hand speed, good punch placement. They like to jab. I think, in my opinion, Frank Martin is a little bit more aggressive. I think Keyshawn Davis is probably slightly more cerebral. Again, this is only based on the few fights I've seen from them both.
Yeah.
So there's really not too much for me to go off of. But based on what I've seen, I think that'll be a high-speed chess match, but it's gonna have moments of explosion in it. You know, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. You know, there might be some tussling here and there, but I think it makes for a damn good fight, if you ask me. Fuck yeah. I would love to see that fight. I think it's too early. And again, this goes back to the managers. You know, I don't know if they would want to put. I know when it comes to because Keyshawn's he's under Top Rank, so Bob doesn't mind doing shit like that. He'll test out his fighters, but I think when it comes to Frank Martin's team, not Frank Martin himself, I'm not saying he would probably be down, but his team, I don't know if they would want to do that just yet. They still want to build him up. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing too. This is
Yeah,
what I
I'm with
see
that, bro.
because go ahead, go say so.
Yeah, my bad, bro. No, I was just saying I'm with that as well. I think Keyshawn Davis. I respect Keyshawn Davis. I like him. He's one of my favorite prospects right now, but I don't think he's ready for a Frank Martin fight. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a little too early. This guy's got like how many fights? 9 fights? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really have that much fights yet. I just think, they just chatting, just trying to get their name out there, build them up.
Yeah.
I just think they're just trying to start some animosity. I don't think the fight's gonna happen right away. If anything, they're trying to build this shit up.
Yeah, man,
So
because they too young right now, and they don't have enough
yeah,
fights in the
man.
first place.
Exactly. But here's the thing though. I mean, Frank Martin does have more fights, but he doesn't really have an amateur background like that. He kind of started a little late. Keyshawn has amateur background. Keyshawn's been in the Olympics, so I think they kind of in the same spot to be honest. But Keyshawn has less pro fights though. So
Yep. I'd watch it. I'd watch it though.
Definitely. I'm seeing that under this undercard, Ron versus Tank. I was happy to see Morrell fighting, but dude, this guy's fighting a complete bomb. I mean a complete bomb. I think his name is Yamagichi
Oh yeah, yeah,
Falco.
yeah.
But this guy is ranked number 82 in the world. His last win,
It's a show.
the guy's last win was a guy that was ranked 531 with a half a star rating. That man, this is a bum bash, man.
It's a showcase fight. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
it's big show. I mean, this is a
It's a showcase fight to show the fans, look, this is Morrell. This is who he is. He's the other top guy at 168. So you can throw his name in there with Canelo. You can throw his name in there with Benavidez. You can throw his
yeah.
name in there with all the top guys at 168. This is who we got. That's what that fight is. So I'm not saying hey, upsets happen, blah blah blah. But in this case, man, this is just a straight fucking showcase. This is just showing that he's in the mix, so the fans can see, because this is a huge stage for him. This is a huge fight, one of the biggest fights this year. And so they're putting they know that they're putting him out there. It's a showcase fight. And because his name's already in the mix. The hardcores, yes, we know who he
Like,
is.
we know who he is. Yeah.
So so the casuals, okay, guys, it's time for you guys to see him. Go ahead and get a nice little highlight knockout reel. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's
And
all
shout
it
out
is.
here, he said Bivol is ducking. I mean, be ducking. That's facts, man. We know about that all day. But yeah, man, definitely a showcase fight, man. He needs to stop this man in 3 rounds, 4 max. Cause I mean, this guy's ranked 81 in the world. That's crazy, dude. You're supposed to be a top 10 legit contender. You got to roll him over. Cause what I've been seeing, guys, PBC, they signed Demetrius Andre. What the hell they gonna have? What else he gonna be there for if he's at 168? It gotta be he's got to be a backup or a substitute, or they're gonna feed him to Dave Morrell. It got to be something like that. They got to be using him for something, man.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense to sign this man to have him, fight no names. First, PBC, they don't even have time to be just throwing this guy bones here and there. You know, they gotta throw this man somewhere that they can make more money out. I think it will be Dave Morrell, man. Dave Morrell, or somehow they make something happen with a Caleb Plant for him to get redemption. And once Caleb Plant, if he does beat Demetrius Andre, then they got Caleb Plant fighting Dave Morrell, and that'd be a beautiful lineup. Because then you got Plant on a redemption road, just beating a guy that was a champion at 160 and quote unquote a boogeyman, or where the hell they gonna hype it up like that to fight
Well,
Dave Morrell.
out of Benavidez, camp, his father in particular, from his mouth, he said Morrell was next. So if they can't get that Canelo fight, they're gonna Morrell's next on their contract, or one of the fighters to fight on their contract, their 3-fight deal.
Hey, thanks for refreshing my mind. I had it mixed up. It was Dave Benavidez that re-signed PBC.
Mm-hmm.
In order fights were going to be Dave Morrell, Jamal Charlo, and Demetrius Andre.
Right, and those
My bad,
fights.
I had it mixed up. Yeah, so as soon as
No,
you said that,
yeah, and those fights will only happen if Canelo doesn't get in the ring with Benavidez.
yep, that's
Because
exactly what.
all those guys are going to be used for that deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Dave Benavidez said himself that he don't. He said that he talked to Al about that shit. That he wants those. He wants these guys. He even said himself, if Canelo don't want to fight me, he literally said, "I'm tired of chasing this man. I want to do my own thing." It's literally his words. And I respect Benavidez saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wants his recognition, man. These guys pay attention to the media. They pay attention to what's being said. They know what's going on. You know what I mean? Their teams are out there. They have people in they have what they call their PR. You know, they got people in their camps. They got people online. They're seeing what's being said and what's being said about their careers and how they're being moved. They hear all that shit. So, a lot of times, it's what's being said, what the people know, and the consensus, the overall, versus what the promoters and managers want to do. Because once that heat starts coming on, and once that demand, as I said earlier, once the demand ramps up and picks up, like for Canelo, it's on his side too now, because the demand is getting so high for Benavidez now that Canelo's gonna, you know what I mean? He's already been responding in some interviews.
Yeah.
Because
What's crazy about that though?
He said, I want Bivol, but I'm open to Benavidez. I'm open to talk to the PVC. So
yeah, he said that multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times, and I'm happy he's saying that. And what's interesting, what I've been noticing, that's why I tell fans all the time, man. You guys need to tweet at these guys, Instagram at these guys, edit these guys, because a lot of them see these comments and they see stuff a lot. Because Canelo, he was saying that if this is his words, I don't want to fight him Bivol at 168 because it'd be like a rehydration clause, and I don't want people saying that I got him when he was weak or he was low. I want to fight him again at 175 at his best. Mm-hmm. And then I think Jamal Charlo, he see it come as that, like this is, people are just fetish. They forget so fast. They're literally saying that Jamel is ducking Tim Tszyu. They say he's scared of him. This shit is crazy, man. I'm like, bro, okay, Tim got a good win. Don't get me wrong, he whooped Harrison ass. But you cannot be saying this man is scared and hiding and faking when he's showing you documents from the doctor. How can he be scared when he just fought Brian Costan? He did all this work, but that's how finicky the casuals are in kind of boxing fans, because Canelo, he did all that work, but he's scared of this guy next. Okay, he beat him. He's scared of him. He's scared. You know how that stuff works. It's crazy how that works, man. It's mind blowing.
No, I think Tszyu and Jamel meet later this year. I think they meet later this year.
Oh yeah, I know, but people just talking shit. He had to upload he need to take a picture and upload his documents on Twitter and Instagram. That motherfucker, this is real doctor notes. Like, I'm really was still injured. All because you see me doing jump rope doesn't mean my hand is completely healed.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally showed documents. He showed X-rays, signed documentation, and the hospital where he got it from. So thinking it ain't fake or fabricated. I mean, it's crazy. These boxers see what we do, guys. So you guys, think someone is ducking, man, tweet at them. Everybody send a lot of tweets. Believe it or not, it affects them in some kind of way, and they see it and they react.
Yeah, and these guys have families, man. They have families. They have friends. You know what I mean? Loved ones. People who, hey, you know what I saw? And they have conversation. They're conversating.
Hey, that's
with
real.
their people. You know what I mean? They're conversating with their closest people in their camp. They're conversating with close friends, and they have these conversations, bro. So they know what's going on for the most part. Some choose to pay more attention than others and go back online and start and fire back. You know what I mean, or whatever the case is. So that's why you get these little Twitter wars, these little Twitter matches. But yeah, they know what's going on for the most part.
True. Especially with these teenage kids, they seeing stuff at school and people saying your dad's scared of this guy ducking this dude. I mean, that shit happens, man. People spread word fast, and dudes like, no, I gotta make this happen because I'm tired of being basically kind of humiliated from the public.
Yeah, and they see that all the memes about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So.
going out, people saying you scared of him. Like, Canelo was getting pissed with that shit. I'm tired. He's like, I don't want to. Before then, he said, he told interviewers, you break up that Benavidez, we ain't doing. I'm not doing interviews you no more. This is what he said, man. I'm like, this is day. I mean, it's really getting to him. How people keep saying, breaking a name up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I just feel like Canelo, he just, I feel like he's getting tired of it because, they're kind of like forcing it on him. At the same time, it's like, I remember when he beat, what's his name, Triple G the third time in the interview, he was just trying to say, like, yeah, man, this guy Benavidez, you guys keep saying I'm scared of this guy, or I don't want to fight Mexicans. He was trying to say, like, when he said he doesn't want to fight Mexicans, he just don't want to go against his own countryman, but he said he'll fight anybody. And he was just saying like that he don't want these people to disrespect him like the fans and stuff cuz Benavidez hasn't really done too much. He said he only beat Anthony Durrell, one champion, so
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like when they bring him up, Canelo feels like they trying to like belittle him or some shit. So I think he's just getting tired of it, bro.
Well, and
I don't
that's
know, man. I think he really wants to fight Bivol, yo, for
no,
real.
he
But
does. He wants that.
yeah,
He wants to get back, dude. He wants that get back. He wants that revenge.
yeah,
But let's just say it doesn't happen though. That's gonna be the next logical step for him, man. There's just too much fucking money on the table, man. In my opinion, I just think there's too much fucking money on the table. I think that the demand is really high. So if that Bivol fight don't work out, that's to me, dude. In September, Hispanic Heritage Month. Come on, shit, dude. That fight's gonna be huge, man.
yeah. It is gonna be huge. You're right, bro.
Bars and grills. That's gonna be the fight where you're having the old school when family and friends come over. Hey, you bring the fucking fajitas, you bring the meat, you bring this, you bring the beer. You know what I mean? Pitch in. If people want to pitch in or whoever's host. You know what I mean? Fight party, classic fucking fight party, bro. That's gonna be that type of fight. Bars and grills will be filled. Obviously depending on your locale, but for the most part, the bars and grills from the East Coast down south, uh, West Coast, all is gonna. It's gonna be. It'll be a huge fight, man. I can see that already. And then you got the history already of the back and forth, so it promotes itself for the most part. But I think that would be his next logical step if he cannot get the Bivol fight. I'd rather him fight Benavidez than Bivol, but I think Bivol just has
Yeah,
the edge,
man.
man. So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm
I
with you on
mean,
that.
you right, bro. It's a possibility the Bivol fight can happen because Bivol wants it at 168. That's
Yep,
what I've been hearing. So
he wants it at 1/6.
And Canelo wants it at 175. Because he don't want to make no excuses or anything like that,
Yeah,
which I think
yeah,
is a bad idea. I think it just favors Bivol even more. So
yeah, and if Beavles has a hard stance on that, he wants it at 168. Canelo says, "Fuck that, I want it at 170," because the whole goal is to get that other title. You know what I mean, at 175. But if that fight don't work out, man, that's going to be his next logical step. So I don't see any other fighter that's going to bring him the money, or there's any other fighter in such high demand besides Benavidez, man. I just can't. You can go down the list. We can go down the list at 168. Benavidez right now, he's just that dude that is gonna generate that. Do I think he's gonna win? No. I think it's the fight favors Canelo because of styles, but I still think it's a fight that is gonna garner that much attention. It's gonna be a big fight. So it would be close to what Ryan and Gervonta are doing. And Canelo himself, he's already monumental in the sport. So it took two of these guys to do what Canelo does, in my opinion. So, and then to,
Hey,
and
man,
then
it's true.
for him to have Benavidez on there. Oh yeah, man, that's hell yeah. That'd be a damn good fight. And if he does accept, let's say he fights Benavidez, okay, whatever happens, I'm gonna assume he wins. Then go ahead and take on what's his face, um, uh, Charlo or Andre. You know what I mean? Just get that out the way, because I don't think those guys will stand a chance against him, especially Andre. He's been struggling, so
Yeah,
he
man.
hasn't been he hasn't been looking
He
too
hasn't
good.
been
He's got a
active
lot
for
of
nothing.
rest. Yeah,
He don't
he's
look
got too much
sharp as he
rest.
used to be. The old Andre, I can't lie. When Andre was coming up,
Hmm.
154, getting 160. Now
Hmm.
he did look like a problem. No lie, he looked like a problem. But
Hmm.
then after a while, it just, oh man, just looking real B class. But let me ask one of you guys this. We probably want to end it right here. We'll have to see. Uh, Canelo, you think he should retire? If let's say this, he goes. Let's say he just stays at 168. And I think he should retire after if he beats them. Just putting in, just giving a perspective on it. Dave Benavidez, Dave Morrell, uh, and I'm gonna say, I guess might as well make it Demetrius Andre, and I guess Charlo. Because Charlo is still a 160, so I don't know what they got going on, man. But 160, let's say he beats all them. You think he should retire?
It depends on it depends on him, really, because he's really, if you think about it, yeah, he's got wear and tear on him, but he's 30. I think he's 32, 31, 32. I think he's still, even if he was to win those fights, I think he's still got some fight in him. And I think his goal is going to be at 175. I think he's going to try to do something at 175, either unify a couple
Man,
belts, but
he getting fucked up.
that's just his mindset, bro. Like, I think, I think,
He getting messed up.
Bivol and Better Beav are both tough fights for him. We've already seen what Bivol did, but he's a whole different style. I think Better Beav will provide more opportunities for him to counter and land more shots. Not saying he would win, but I think it would make for a more closer fight than Bivol if he don't get clipped. Because
No,
Better Beav got 100% knockout ratio.
he
Again,
got
that's a
he
risky
got
fight.
heavy hands, man.
It's a risky
Heavy.
fight.
He
Either
he don't got that 100% knockout for knocking out bums. I mean, he knocking out top contender guys, legit
Mhm.
dudes.
Yeah, but he's also aged too. I think he's 39 going on
Yeah,
40.
he's old, man.
He's
Yeah,
up there.
yeah,
He's getting up
So
there bad, man. It's
old,
getting
bro.
bad for him.
his clock is running out. That's why I'm saying he need to just make this fucking fight, man. Just get
And
it over with.
let's be real too. When he fought Yarde, I mean, that was a
Oh, that
damn
was
near
a good
close fight.
dude. That
And,
was a damn
and
good fight.
yeah, Yarde was up
Yes.
on cars too till he got stopped. I mean, like it was. I didn't even expect that to happen, bro. Yarde gave his heart and soul in that fight. He was fighting his ass off.
That was a
I
good
didn't
fight.
expect that. I thought he would been getting knocked out, but he was, man, fighting his ass off.
Yeah, I think I only had Better Beef up. I think by like one round. I think it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It could
yeah,
have,
that was real close, man. And then it's crazy how I thought Yard didn't have no power at all, but he's actually getting Bivol, Bivol back. I mean, damn, it's like
yeah. No,
he's
that was a
tagging him,
damn
man.
good
Shit,
fight.
he's feeling these punches.
Yeah, he has no reason to be ashamed in that loss, bro. He
Oh
put
yeah, of
everything
course,
out.
man.
That was a damn good fight, dude.
That's real warrior right there, man. He kept getting up like shit, man.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
But big say
But
so. What you think, man?
What, Bivol versus Baturviev?
Nah, about Canelo retiring after he fight those four guys, or just two, just Benavidez and Charlo. You think he should retire after that? I,
Yeah, I think so because his name is already solidified, bro.
that's what I'm thinking.
This guy's almost got 60 fights. You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting since 15, 20 plus year career.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna last that long, man. I think he's slowing down right now. The Triple G fight,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beating he got from Bivol. I think he's slowing down right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So the time is now, bro. He might as well get in a couple fights because this is the thing, bro. Canelo's like 30, 32, 33. He's not really that old yet, but that's the thing. People don't realize, bro. It's not the age, bro. It's the fucking miles, bro.
The wear and
You know,
tear. Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
the wear and tear. See, that's why, in my opinion, I just feel like Mayweather and Pacquiao. I'm just bringing that up real quick. Like a
Hmm.
lot of people say Mayweather aged them out, and I agree with that. I really think so. Like I feel like if they fought in their prime, I got Manny all day. Like I just feel like when Floyd fought him, that wasn't the best Manny. This dude had hella wars already. You know what I'm saying? Hella
yeah.
wear
But
and tear.
at the same
I ain't gonna
time,
lie,
man,
bro.
that same Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? He literally whooped Thurman ass, bro. He still was in that
No,
mix.
no, yeah, no doubt. He beat Thurman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pacquiao's a special fighter once in a while, but
Yeah.
for Mayweather, Thurman's nowhere near Mayweather though, man. That's my
Oh, of
point.
course,
You
of
know what
course,
I'm
of
saying?
course, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So I just feel like if they fought prime for prime, I got Manny Pacquiao, bro. I just feel like Floyd played it smart. Floyd just aged him out. He did what he supposed to do. He did what he had to do. You know, he aged it out.
Oh,
He got the most money out of it.
I
But
couldn't say
I
that
don't know, man.
exactly. So Mayweather was looking for more of a time and of money because every I don't. I mean, at that time, I think it would have been just as huge, to be honest. But that was one of the biggest pay per view selling after McGregor, of course, in that fight. But prime for prime, and man, Pacquiao was a monster, man. But you got to remember too what was holding up the fight too. You got to remember this: that PED scandal, the blood testing shit.
Yeah, I don't believe that though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. They say Manny's scared of taking blood tests, but this guy, when he fought Aaron Morales, bro, people don't even know, bro. This guy got blood drained like 5 times in that fight, bro. He had to take hella fucking tests in that fight as well. I don't think he was scared of needles, bro. I just feel like Floyd Mayweather put mad stipulations every time Manny was just trying to make the fight, bro. You know,
Yeah,
and they
because he kept
finally
saying that,
made it.
he said he kept saying, man, this guy is too strong to be. You know, like I remember they kept saying like this motherfucker like is train wrecking dudes, man. I gotta test this guy. I think he owns something. That's like his
Yeah,
word. He was like
exactly.
he said he told Manny during the ESPN like you know what was the they used to have back in the day when they used to get on the TV and you have like kind of like interviews 1-on-1. I think him and Manny I was on ESPN I believe together. He's like, man, you do a blood test right now. We can fight by next month or some shit like that. And he's like, I'll go. He said you do a blood test, and then after that he like never like did the stuff.
Yeah, I just like yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that shit. I definitely do
Yeah,
remember
that shit was
that
crazy. I was
shit.
like that what made it look weird.
Yeah, I
He's
just feel
like we
like
gonna see then.
after Manny beat Cotto the way he did, that's when Floyd was on that bullshit, bro. That's when Floyd started saying all
Yeah,
that
yep.
shit right after he beat Cotto, bro. Cause he was like, "What the fuck? How the fuck this guy do that shit?" You know what I'm saying? You know, I just feel like a lot of fans they say Manny's on drugs, but he never popped dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? So we never know. You
Yeah,
know.
that's true. That's true.
So that's all I'm trying to say. You know, I'm not saying he isn't or is not, cause
No, no, I
I
give you that because
feel like a
nothing
lot of
popped
guys
up.
are. I feel like a
Not a
lot of
trace,
guys are, but
not no meat, none of that. No
yeah, nothing.
contaminated meat, no
Yeah,
water, no nothing. You know.
yeah, he was clean most of his career, so he was clean his whole career. So you know, I don't know though. You know, I feel like a lot of guys on that shit though, bro. But you'll never know. You know, we'll never know.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but you guys want to add anything else?
No, man, I appreciate you having us on, having a good, some good boxing talk, some good discussion, shooting shit. I appreciate it, man. Not dealing with fucking dumbasses.
Yeah,
Because I've listened to some shows, man. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Some of these motherfuckers, man. It's like, number one, it's a sport. You're never gonna meet this man. You don't not on the payroll. Like, calm the fuck down, bro.
thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you're
This
right,
thing,
bro.
then,
You're right, bro.
but then
Hell
some
yeah.
people, I understand why they get pissed because you got somebody pissing somebody off, saying stupid shit, being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Just calling people out of their name. Just like that's what, to me, it's like you got to be kind of careful. Like that's why I was sitting on Major Key's panel for a minute. I want to see who the fuck was on here, and everybody was cool, man. I'm like, okay, I was familiar with some of the people in the chat. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So that's why I jumped on in. So, but no, I appreciate.
Yeah, I was just say, yeah, same here. I appreciate you, Undisputed. I remember one
I mean,
time we had that
we know
little
who we
heated
are.
debate on Black and Browns, bro. It's no disrespect to you, Undisputed, bro. I ain't got no issue with you, my boy. You know,
oh yeah.
that was just that one heated debate. I ain't got no problem with you, man. I ain't got no
Oh
problem with
no,
none
there's
of these
nothing
guys
wrong
up
with
here,
heated
bro. You know
debate,
what I'm saying?
bro. That's part of the sport, part of the discussion. There's nothing wrong with heated debates, but it's just again, it is banner and bullshit. If you can overcome the shit and be like, all right, cool, man, shake up, whatever, man, because shit does get heated. You know what I'm saying? We've all been in those conversations, so it's all good.
Yeah, man. And let's let you guys know, man. When I start going live more, I just been busy as hell in my personal life. Like when you guys do see me at Black and Brown channel, and I'm like flipping out. No disrespect to Black and Brown and his channel, his platform, but that it's out of control over there. Animalistic shit. You go crazy. There is no back and forth. There is no timer. There is no respect. But here, I won't ever be doing that. We're gonna have respect here. People gonna talk. We're gonna have a debate or a conversation. All that yelling and screaming, crazy shit, and not listening. And I don't do that. I'm trying to get Major Key even himself. He like, man, this shit too stressful. I can't have all this craziness going on. I've been like that. If you watch my channel, you can see how I set up my stuff and what I do. I try to be professional as I can. I don't just be on some raggedy stuff. I'm trying to be more professional with this, but it's hard for me to set things up and do things because personal life. But
Yeah.
when you come on here, you ain't got to worry about somebody. If you make a point, that's a good point, and he want to keep screaming and talking, I gotta mute you because you gotta listen to what's going on so we can have a debate back and forth. Now we ain't gotta agree all the time, but when someone make a great point, you gotta at least give them points on that.
Hey, so you said it's called Black and Brown Boxing?
Yeah, black and brown boxing. It's man, it's shit out of control, man. I love the channel because you.
No, it's a great channel, but it gets out of control,
Yeah,
definitely,
it gets
bro.
out of control, man. Like you can go there, like if you go there, don't expect to be like this. Like everybody was on, we was talking back and forth, taking our time, and you go first. Oh my bad, I'm sorry to disturb you. No. It's hey pussy, hush it up. I'll kill you, bitch. Where you at? I'll kill you.
Oh God.
Oh hell no, this shit crazy.
Shit.
I'll smash your face in. It's crazy.
I hold my own. Don't worry about it. But still, man, I hear you, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, dude, are we gonna have dialogue, or are you just gonna yell out shit from thousands of miles away or wherever the fuck you're at? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Trust me, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Again, you guys see my name now on my little avatar or whatever. So if I see you guys, I'll say what's up and we could chop it up, whenever. So I'm down.
Definitely. Hey guys, I'm gonna try to my best I can. I need to because it's a big fight. I'm trying to go in live for the Tank Davis versus Ron Garcia. So if you guys are somewhere watching the fight, we can all watch it together and should enjoy it. And I'll be commentating on it and go from there. So thank y'all guys for joining again, man.
All right, man. Peace out, fellas.
Y'all have a good one, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Salute.
Yep. Salute.
Are y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.